Amin Elhassan will be here shortly to give us his weekend observations. There are some more football things I wanted to get to. Tony's not here today, so let's just recreate his top five. I'll do his top five because Tony, I don't know what happened. He had some sort of emergency. So I've got top five football observations, mine on behalf of Tony. OLI number one, Max Brosmer is the first quarterback that's ever played that Tony will not fall in love with. That play where he just flung the ball and
I want to go play
a pick six. I'm going to say that was the worst feeling of the weekend for any football player if it had not been for another OLI. Matthew Stafford hydroplaning 5 yards backwards on a pick six as the final block makes him go from the 5-yard line on his back to the goal line is the worst he's felt in 10 weeks. Hydroplaning on his back, a pick six and 2 interceptions in the first quarter, a fumble at the end of the game. He's been clean for 10 straight weeks.
Why'd Brosmer throw that?
One of the worst plays in NFL history.
We're still in OLI. Oh, really? Eagles fans are booing. Is that right? Is that right? Still in OLI. The Cowboys, huh? Also OLI. Guys doing first down, it's done. It's over. You're done with the first down signal.
No, but you got to let the crowd know.
No, it's over. It's all too
How
many.
will they know?
Too many of you are doing it. It's too many of you.
You know, you can't see the yellow line when you're there in person.
Keelan Marion for Miami did a first down signal when he was 2.5 yards short.
Number 5.
I believe Tua slid and thought he got a first down and then stood up and realized they marked him like
Tua
3
got
yards
something
back.
wrong?
Get them all out of here. Oh, my God. Tua OLI as well, INT, 14 interceptions. Worst in the league.
Was that a punt? I have to check with McDaniel on that.
Oh, tell me about that arm punt.
It was on first down.
Zaslow's just proclaiming him terrible. Bad. Just bad.
Proclaim? Is anyone else watching the game besides me?
Even Greg Cody's turned on.
He is a broken, awful football player.
I don't know if anybody watched that game outside of you.
I was mad that I had to watch
I turned the sound off at one point. I had the 4 screen going. I had the sound on, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Number 5. You want to guess how many times Geno Smith has been sacked the last 2 games?
600.
15! 15! They're terrible.
Tom Brady, bad owner.
Did you see the reports about Chip Kelly? About how he was calling for personnel groupings that were non-existent, how he was calling plays that weren't in the game plan.
No way.
I mean, it looked like that, didn't it? That's why he got fired, that he was calling plays that weren't installed in the game plan.
But like he wants the personnel that allows 13 guys on the field?
He was calling for personnel groupings that just weren't installed. Like
that can happen, though. In Madden, sometimes you'll like be playing with a team and you're expecting a play, but that's not what they don't have that play in the offense, so you have to call a different play.
Number 4, Sky Moore has the coolest name in the sport. Sky with 2 Ys. Number 3, I really loved watching Trent Williams against Myles Garrett. Seeing Myles Garrett struggle, that was something to behold.
You seen Myles Garrett's arms?
Yeah, they're big.
Like a lot bigger than mine, man.
Yes, his arms are bigger than yours.
But like a lot.
That's astute.
Number 2, check out the Colts schedule the rest of the way. And number 1, the Chiefs are done, huh? The whole Chiefs thing is done?
I got the Texans this week.
Oh, it's done. The
Must
Chiefs,
win?
Well, the Chiefs thing is done now, though, right? After, I guess that's a little unceremonious, right? Because we keep thinking they'll come back, they'll always come back, but this year they're bad in one-score games.
I did a deep dive. Dolphins still in the hunt. So I did a deep dive on every, team kind of in the hunt and their remaining schedule. And I think the number to get to, 10-7, should get you in the playoffs. So the Chiefs
the Bengals are in the mix at 4-8.
Chiefs are at 6 losses. So technically, I think they have one more game they can lose. But I think, Dan, it's going to be tough for the Chiefs.
So it's based on the AFC being bad, and yet still, if you get to the playoffs and the Chiefs have to go on the road against the Colts with a broken fibula of Daniel Jones or the Patriots with 2 broken tackles.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs.
We're going to keep doing that? We're going to do all season that the AFC is so broken that none of these teams can actually kill the Chiefs because you're not even going to believe in the Bills. You won't even believe in you can't believe in the Ravens, right? I didn't even get to the Ravens. I didn't even say the Ravens here. Lamar Jackson does not look like Lamar Jackson. What happened? Somebody explain that to me. He's the MVP of the league. What is he hurt? Why is he not running? He's not running.
I think it's the same fear that everyone has with quarterbacks that are just so astronomically talented physically, is over the course of a career, those hits start adding up. And Lamar Jackson has had his injuries. When you have just the slightest dilution to that athleticism that made you so much more athletic than everybody else, then the difference between you and everybody else gets closed real quick.
Doesn't it stand to reason, if we're talking about how good sports in general have gotten at measuring the value of people, measuring the value of how good and important is this athlete? If I tell you in that sport the economics of it make it so that the running back is disposable, even if you have someone as good as Kenneth Walker, the running back is disposable. Financially, you're telling me it's so. You're telling me we're going to burn through Achan's body so that when it's time to pay him, you don't pay him. You're just going to burn those years of his body, and it's going to happen faster than you've ever seen because of how violent and big and giant all of these people are. When Mike speaks to the lost a step, I every Sunday marvel at the fact that these giant people can't tackle Josh Allen. That he's too big and strong, and his body's not going to break down. He's available all the time. Herbert's available all the time. He's also physically very big, but Herbert is breaking body part at a time because he gets hit way too much. Way too much. Are we willing to say, in that position, the organization of the Ravens has been great for a long time, just organizationally over different eras of football, and one of the ways they game the system over the last few years is their running back has been their quarterback, and then they add Derrick Henry. You think the miles are going to end up costing Derrick Henry at some point, but the economics of the position and the physicality of the position, has it chewed up Lamar Jackson from inside the Ravens' architecture?
I think it's a fair question to ask. When you look at the nature of his turnovers there, some of that was pretty embarrassing, and it didn't look like the Lamar that we know. He is used to being able to escape that sack at the last second and underhand something, and the drop in athleticism could be as small as usually you hold on to that ball and it doesn't slip out of your hands. Maybe you're thinking a little bit more about what you have to do physically to escape that. He was his
crazy.
own.
It's crazy.
He was his own play action before.
It's crazy to consider that a lost step of athleticism would already be here for Lamar Jackson, right?
Makes sense.
It doesn't though, right? Because he's still a young man.
Yeah, but he plays a style of football that ages you, I think, prematurely, which is everyone's concern when you get one of the mobile quarterbacks that enter the league. Sometimes it looks like that. You have a quarterback that plays a little bit more traditional from the pocket, but also had athleticism aid him. Look what happened to Aaron Rodgers. The tail off in Aaron Rodgers' play is about 5 years going right now, and you could see a dip in his performance once his escapability, which was always super underrated, started diminishing. And now he's a guy who's rightfully scared of any contact, and he's throwing balls in the dirt to avoid it, and he's literally curling up in plays that...
He's curling up to avoid the play that got them beat at the very beginning of yesterday, where he doesn't have the physical sense in the pocket anymore to know that someone is chasing him from behind.
It's just aging.
That a Bosa is chasing him from behind.
It's just aging, and guys who are so reliant on their athleticism tend to age a little quicker.
Do we point out that before Thursday night, the Ravens had won 5 in a row?
Yeah, but they had the part of the schedule that was supposed to be easy because it was Browns and Jets and Bengals. And
he wasn't overly impressive.
Look at the Colts' next 5 games. You do not want that schedule. The Colts are headed for a buzzsaw, and their coach and their quarterback has a fractured leg. And Dominique Foxworth was saying before this last game,
it's bad.
He was saying,
you guys want to play a little WL?
The Colts have a quarterback problem. We're not going to do WL.
It's only 5 games,
You said
Dan.
look at the next 5 games.
It's only 5 games.
I'm just telling people.
How can I look at it and not play that
The
game?
reason I'm doing that is only because I can't remember. It's twice against Jacksonville. It's once against Seattle.
Oh, you're asking me to actually.
I believe
At Jacksonville, what do we think?
I
Win or
believe
loss
I
there?
had them going 10-7. They were one of my 10-7ers.
So
that would
at
be,
Jacksonville,
That's a win.
Ooh, Spiro better be on that
man.
call.
Then-
Just so I can hear him go, the Jigs!
At Seattle. That's a tough one. We
L.
know what they just did against Brosmer. Then they host on Monday Night Football the San Francisco 49ers. What do
L.
we think happens?
They
there?
play the
That's an L?
Jags twice, so they have. If that's an easy game, those are their two easy games.
Home against the Jags.
The
Win.
Jigs!
And then final week of the season, they're at Houston.
For a playoff spot?
Unless they lose to the Jags twice.
CJ Stroud, look good.
There are plenty of people who saw what happened yesterday and said the Texans are the team no one wants to see in the AFC playoffs because they can beat you with defense, they can beat you with pass rush.
I hear you. I'm going to go with the team that's made 9 straight conference championships.
Yeah, I'd be okay
I
playing
don't want to see
Texans.
the greatest quarterback of all time if I'm in the playoffs.
Well, this week you get Texans Chiefs, and the loser of that, I would say. Well, I guess the Texans could lose that and still make it, but
Derek Stingley's been unbelievable for Houston. Like,
He's
he
solid.
just eliminates the side of the field for them. It's
Solid
incredible.
player.
I think the Bengals are going to win the AFC North.
They're 4-8.
But you see their schedule too?
Yep.
let me see. Let's
That-
do
they,
this.
they could win the rest of their games.
I love this.
It's Joe Burrow, 4-8, chasing down Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson, who are limping.
And they
Both of
play
them.
the
All right.
Ravens twice.
Put up the Bengals schedule.
All right. At Buffalo. At Buffalo this weekend. How do we
could-
feel
they
about
could
that
win it.
one?
They could.
They could win, but
They
we
could.
would make that a loss, though?
Fine.
Just
No,
in case?
but I wouldn't, though, given that with Joe Burrow, that team has gone into Buffalo
Like I
and
said, they
has,
could win.
has beaten Buffalo.
Oh,
They
Mike.
could win.
All right, so at Buffalo.
Yep.
Then they host the Ravens.
Win.
They host
And
the
pick up a
Ravens.
game on them.
Okay. Then they're at the
And
Dolphins.
that would give them the season series sweep over the
Dolphins
Ravens.
will be in the hunt. Do we think they'll be able to beat the Dolphins
win.
in Miami?
Yep, win.
Okay.
Video, can you just keep stacking schedules on top of each
Oh, I
other?
thought you'd never ask,
Just
Dan.
keep the rest of this segment, just continue to just stack
else do we need to see,
schedules
Jeremy?
on top of each
Dolphins
other.
offense can't keep up with Bengals.
They're
Throw
all right.
up
So
the
then they're going to
Dolphins
host the
schedule.
Arizona Cardinals. I mean,
Win.
that's an obvious W. And then
Win.
at the end of the year, they'll host Cleveland.
Win.
I have not mentioned enough, okay? Just let me walk through the audio. I'd like to walk the audio audience through something that is largely visual, but I saw 2 catches yesterday that I can argue are among the best ever made in professional football. I can assemble the argument on that Bowers touchdown and on that Puka Nacua. You only have
the
to.
Puka catch was
He
sick.
only has to get one hand open now. It's not
Wow.
even
The
both of
defender's
them.
hand
It's-
pinched the
You
ball.
didn't even see the Traylon Burks one.
Oh,
where
my
he has a finger that is literally taped together.
The way that Puka caught that ball is, I am going to try and describe this, while pushing off a defender. I think that was Mike Jackson. While pushing off a defender with his dominant hand, but his dominant hand turned away from his face. He is catching a football with his right wrist. A football thrown 35 yards, I'm going to
This is
say.
the good stuff. This is the good stuff.
35 yards. I would love to just talk over this and describe both of the catches, because I once saw Mark Bavaro catch a ball with one bare hand. It was close to the ground, and he just snatched it. And then that's when I realized these people have limbs and stuff that are much bigger than ours.
That's a tight end right there.
But you saw the Bowers catch, correct? Well,
Yes.
Bowers is a tight end now. Good luck explaining to your parents, or your kids rather, that Bowers was a dominant tight end, as dominant as you've ever seen, even with bad offenses and a quarterback being sacked 15 times in 2 games. And he looked like that head of hair. Like, he is totally undermining what athleticism is supposed to look like by having that particular head of hair.
So the Cowboys are at the Lions on Thursday Night Football this week.
That's a
I mean,
losers out game.
That's a make or break game.
Losers out game, then the Texans.
Big game or not a big
Chiefs,
game there,
loser,
Zach?
loser out
Is
game.
Texans Chiefs a big game or not? Because you just said that's a team either. That's a game that either's
It's a
out.
losers out game.
And then you said the Texans might be able to survive.
Yeah, they could
Texans?
probably survive.
Chiefs. Texans have 7 wins. Chiefs have 6. Both these teams will miss the playoffs. Not a big game.
Whoa!
Can't be a big game
What?
if both teams are not going to make the playoffs. Why would that be a big game?
What?
Why would a game
Because
be
the
big
Chiefs only play big games.
with 2 teams that are not in the playoffs?
The Chiefs. I'm not going to argue with this sound, but the Chiefs always play big games. You're going to tell me that a game that would properly extinguish them when we're sitting here arguing, are they really out? And would they be a favorite against
out.
all the other AFC teams? Like,
They're
that's
They're 1 game better than the Dolphins, Dan.
why are we talking with such stupidity?
I thought you were just going to stop it at why are we talking?
Are we playing big game or not a big game, or are we not?
You just said it's not a big game, and
Yeah.
the Chiefs being eliminated, that's not something that can be quiet, right? It's not something that can happen quietly.
They're 10th right now. It feels like they were eliminated yesterday or
Thursday?
Thursday. They're 10th. They're closer to last place than they are first place.
But they do have 2 games of their 5 remaining at Tennessee and at Las Vegas. Automatic
All right,
W's.
so let's split those.
They'll split those.
Yeah.
Cowboys-Lions? Thursday?
Amin Elhassan is going to join us for his weekend observations in moments. I want to remind the audience, or I guess this year telling you for the first time, we have learned on how it is to do our toy drives over the years, and we have now partnered here with Branches and Amazon's wish list that Branches has, so that before December 15th, all of you can support our annual toy drive without actually having to come to where it is that we are. You could just go to LeBatardAF.com and know that if you're donating dolls, remote control cars, Nerf toys, board games, craft kits, perfumes and colognes, building toys, Legos, educational toys, action figures, gift cards.
Zaslow, the game of Clue. Big game? Not a big game.
Oh, what a game. Clue? Colonel Mustard? In the kitchen? With the wrench? That's a big game.
Monopoly, big game, not a big game.
Oh,
That one feels
Monopoly.
Come on now. Come on now. What kind of, is that Jeremy? Did Jeremy do that?
$200,
Ma-
let's go.
Wait, is Monopoly a big game? It's one of the old timers.
Some people don't like Monopoly.
But it's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Roll doubles 3 times, get out of jail free.
But you're saying that if Monopoly's not a big game, then what the hell's a big game, Jeremy? You
Well,
realize
Clue, apparently.
No, bigger game.
You know about that
Monopoly.
free parking?
But put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Bigger game, Clue or Monopoly?
Operation, big game, not a big game.
Don't try and cover your tracks.
Operation game
on-
is so
Do you
unrealistic.
guys buy Mediterranean Ave if you land on it? Like
Yeah.
the purple, the sad
Yeah.
first purple one?
I'll
It's
build
like
some
$40.
You do that?
No, I pass on that.
I'm just so locked in on Boardwalk
Thank
and
you. Like,
Park
I'm
Place.
going-
like, I can't see anything else.
Maybe
These
even give me
guys
the
don't know how to get
green,
Monopoly.
like Atlantic Avenue, I believe, the green one. I like the green. Big
Leave
fan
this
of
one to
that.
me.
The thing is, do you allow trading when you play?
Oh yeah, late in the game.
Come on, of course.
The only rule is there are no rules at the end.
LeBatardAF.com. We're teaming with Branches. They do good work. We vetted them. And so the toy drive will be a bigger thing this year. And it's been pretty big in the past because we're not asking you to actually go anywhere to give us physically toys. You just have to go to LeBatardAF.com. And there are an assortment of kids here who will get nice holiday things if it's easy for you. LeBatardAF.com. Zaslow, you were cold all weekend, and then you get on a flight. And did you watch a movie that would
I
make
did.
Amin proud of you?
I think so. I watched a movie on my way to Norman, Oklahoma this weekend. I watched, for the very first time, a James Bond movie.
Okay, we'll get to that with Amin in a second, but he just dropped out even though he was waiting the entire time. So we'll be
I'm
with
seeing him
in
back
a
in, so
second.
he should be here in a
Yes.
second.
So do you have a report for us on and a report for Amin? Which movie did you see of James Bond's?
Now, I admitted, I know I will like the James Bond movies. It's not like I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch James Bond. I do want to watch the James Bond movies. I just hadn't. I'd never seen a single James Bond movie.
So which one did you see?
Well, I'm watching the Daniel Craig ones. So I saw Casino Royale.
The first 10 minutes of that are very good.
Yeah, I thought the whole movie was very good. I enjoyed it.
The first 10 minutes of it were very good.
Yeah, he kills that guy right away.
Yeah, but James Bond is Daniel Craig. Where where would you rank Daniel Craig? Is he all-time Bonds? Is he second? Is he third?
Ooh, as far as James Bonds go, so Sean Connery obviously is number one.
That's obvious.
That's the consensus. That's what everyone says. Like
Okay.
when people think James Bond, they think Sean Connery. Then it turns into,
But
are
will
you
it
a
hold
Roger?
up? I mean, like if I watch the Sean Connery ones now, will it hold up?
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no.
You're playing both
It's an old
sides.
movie. I am playing both sides. And then now, some people like Pierce Brosnan. Some people like Roger Moore as the second best right there. I think, man, Daniel Craig might be in the conversation for second best with Roger Moore and
But if
and
he's
Pierce Brosnan.
but if someone is saying to you they've watched a Bond movie, you said that your opinion should be disqualified as a movie critic if you have never seen a Bond movie. He's now seen one Bond movie with possibly the fourth best or fifth best Bond. Does that qualify him now to have more opinions about movies that you respect?
Well, yeah. So when people say, "Hey, I've never seen James Bond. What should I watch?" I tell them to start with the Daniel Craig ones because they feel like modern movies.
Yeah.
I think people can keep up with them. Now, if he watches all the Daniel Craig movies,
I'm going to.
maybe then we can start to kind of like have conversations. But right now, watching one Bond movie, get out of here.
No, I will not get out of here because I'm going to
Get outta
watch
here.
all. No, I will not get out of here because I'm going to watch all the Daniel Craig James Bond movies.
Yeah, you're gonna get out of here and go watch the rest of them, and then you can come back and talk.
Where
to me.
does Casino Royale hold up with the Daniel Craig Bond movies? Is it one of the better ones?
I would say it's one of the better ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I like them. They have a quality. Here's the thing about the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. They have a very Mission Impossible quality of life.
I totally felt
remember-
like I was watching Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it's like I enjoy watching this. I don't remember a whole lot. Right? It's like, oh yeah, it was good. Like, what's it about? I don't know. It's a casino.
That's a great point.
It's
The Mission
Royale.
Impossible movies, Dan, the only thing I remember from Mission Impossible is Henry Cavill doing the thing with his wrists. That's what I love.
Yeah. And
That's all I remember.
bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
But the first 10 minutes of Casino Royale are exceptional. Like they might be the best 10 minutes of Bond that Daniel Craig did.
That's the one in Mexico, right? Starts in Mexico City.
It's all the parkour that they're doing through the construction site, the lunacy of that chase.
I don't remember. I'm still trying to remember if this is the one where it starts with the parade in Mexico. The funny thing about that, Dan, is that parade did not exist prior to that movie in Mexico, like in real life. But then the Dia de la Muerte, and like actually life imitated art.
So I'm worried about your internet, and I'm worried about doing weekend observations this way, but we're going to power through it at the beginning, and if you have one failure, we're going to get rid of you, and it'll still be better than last week was.
Is Casino Royale the one where he also emerges from the waves in that powder blue Speedo looking hot?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Is it? Is it?
Mhm.
I thought it was the second one.
My boy was
maybe it is.
packing.
They all come the same.
No, I believe you don't.
Talking about his dick.
I'm going to go ahead and question Amin's knowledge, given that he doesn't have basic facts about Casino Royale. He's merging his Daniel Craig movies and can't remember what's what.
Dan, I'm going to tell you something else about Amin that I learned over the weekend. I learned something about you, Amin, and I'm going to tell everybody about it now, right now. You ready
What's
for this?
that?
Amin, big
Yeah,
time,
my internet sucks.
big time TV fraud. Big TV fraud.
How?
You've never seen Stranger Things? Get the hell out of here.
Nah, man. I'm not watching that, man. I ain't watching. What am I watching? A show about kids.
You fool.
Oh, the little kids. Oh.
Yeah, I feel good about this. I think we should do it.
All right, I mean, let's just stop.
Oh.
Let's start weekend observations. I didn't think you could do worse than last week, but
What's up?
I salute you for doing somehow worse than last
Whoa!
week. Yes, Daniel Craig was packing. Yeah, very
Put
hot.
together.
Yes, yeah, very hot, unquestionably hot.
I actually saw that picture. I'm like, let me see if I could buy one of these Speedos. And then I was like, nah,
Yeah,
I won't look at
really.
that good.
You thought you'd look like that?
It made you want to see what does this cost.
Everyone wants to see what they'd look like in that. I'm with
I
no,
don't
Mike.
think
that's
so.
not true in any way.
You just take it for a
wait,
walk.
I had too much
know,
self-hate.
You
I know.
take it
Look
for
it
a
up.
walk.
I
Maybe
know
you
what
walk
I
out,
look
show
like.
your
I was
wife,
also
be like,
like,
yay,
no,
nay.
no.
I was also part curious because I'm pretty sure this Speedo costs like $3,000.
Chris, you want to see what you look like? in that?
I like I said.
I'd like to see
Like I
that.
said, take it for a walk.
I'd like to see that.
Chris,
I'd like to watch
no,
you walk.
I would not want you taking a walk.
Ah, the
wearing
love
that.
handles.
No.
New bucket punishment, folks.
Bucket punishment is emerging from the waves in
Yes.
that
Guys,
Speedo.
I said take it for a walk.
Yes, no, we're gonna do
Yeah,
it at
a
the
walk out of the
half kidding.
waves.
out of the beach. It'll be either
This
you
one
or
I was
me.
more half kidding
You
than
or me or
serious.
yes. Amin, are you ready to do your weekend observations?
Well, we're doing it.
with bad internet. Let's do it.
It is time
Sure.
for
I
him to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy.
Amin.
Weekend Observations is presented by Miller Lite. All right, we got that part in. All right, we're good. All right, cool. Dan, Georgia Tech had the dream season, led by a Heisman-worthy quarterback, with hopes of a college football playoff berth on the horizon, but with back-to-back losses, including one where I lost
Unbelievable.
Now you're
like
cooking. Keep
that.
cooking.
We didn't hear
Make
any
no
of your
mistake.
punchline. We didn't hear anything you said.
Amin not giving a sink. Awesome. Tremendous. L. Duncan making a bet to potentially wear Georgia Tech gear on SportsCenter, then leaving ESPN the next day. Heady play. Can't be mad at that. The Colts, losers of 3 of their last 4. Still have the Seahawks, Niners, and Jags twice left on their schedule. You hear that sound, Dano?
I can't hear anything you're saying because you're garbled half the
No,
time.
we got you. Keep going.
That's the sound of a clock striking midnight. Pumpkin time. The Finns keep hope alive. I told you, Greg. Stay strong.
Stay strong, Greg Cody.
Where is he? Where is Greg Cody?
He'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
For about a half of football, I thought the Raiders
All
were
right, that's it.
actually
I got
going
that's
to
it. That's enough.
the Chargers.
All right.
That's
So
enough. That's enough. All right, get out of here.
That again.
Just get out of here.
Going out like a sucker.
You gotta do better next week, okay? You have to do better
We're on a
next
heater.
week. I mean, you have to do better next week. I mean,
What do I do? I wrote it. Good. The jokes are good. What am I supposed to do?
All right, keep cooking.
I'm supposed to go
We're
out
back.
on top of the roof and like have them hook up wires and
all
shit?
right.
Like I'm responsible?
All right.
Okay, we're good. All right, here we go. We fought through it.
You got
For-
one more chance at this, and then you're doing the rest of this on social media only.
For about a half of football, I thought the Raiders were
Get out of here.
going to beat
You're not peeking at the right time, pal.
Chargers.
Do the rest of it on social media. Do it.
Progress.
Finish it without our help. Get out of here. You're not ruining any more.
Weekend
of the show
observations are presented by Miller
today.
Lite.
I'm sorry.
Don't look now, but
What a disgrace.
hey, I'm going to quit my job and go work for
All right, back to your show.
You know how hard it is to be worse than he was last week? I didn't think it was possible.
Head-to-head is
I didn't think it was possible to be worse than he was last week, and yet somehow better, because what's funnier than his first entire punchline being
It
garbled
was
up
perfect timing for him to get cut off, honestly, from the internet.
by the internet. Oh my God.
head-to-head is
All right, enough of Mario Cristobal. We've talked enough college football. I wouldn't mind if Amin Broken Voice continued to make appearances over the next 7 minutes as he just sits there. Put him in the picture-in-picture and just make him suffer there without being able to do anything other than sit there.
The frozen picture right now.
I want to know how many times I have to shout for as much as we analyze football.
Sorry.
For as much as we analyze football around here year round, and especially this time of year. The Eagles fundamentally falling apart every time Lane Johnson is hurt is crazy. Like, in terms of Jason Kelsey's the one who got all the fame for being the offensive lineman on that line, and yet when Lane Johnson is hurt, that team loses. And whether A.J. Brown gets his 100 yards or not, they kind of need Lane Johnson to be out there mauling people, and I don't I know we know that Lane Johnson and Trent Williams are the most special of the physical beasts that there are at the tackle position.
Don't forget about Paul.
In that sport.
What about Paul?
Paul is not quite in the Trent Williams
Pro Bowler.
category.
That's a Pro Bowler.
Okay,
Second year.
I'm not saying he's not good.
It's about Paul.
I'm not saying he's not
I
Pro Bowl Paul.
exclusively watch Paul on Dolphins Plays now because I'm so dialed in. It was really great analysis from Chris Cody, and now I watch him more than I watch Fred Warner isolated. I'm just like, man, this Paul guy, he's a player.
It's
You
great.
build around him.
It's great to have an offensive
saw that
lineman
first.
whose name rhymes with Maul. Yes, and you can just call
Still
him
don't know
Paul.
first or last name.
Me neither, but he's good.
You'll agree though that it's funny that we spent so much time talking about A.J. Brown that Al Michaels, who's fed up, goes on Amazon Prime and during the game on Friday. By the way, the rest of you at Le Batard Show, did you forget there was an NFL game on Friday? Because I did.
We can get to this tomorrow. PFPI forgot about that game. Bunch of people didn't make picks. Controversy. We can get to that tomorrow.
They were not happy at the sports bar in Pittsburgh when I asked for Georgia Tech on the sound, please.
Did you look for Inter Miami as well while you were in?
Had zero luck getting Apple TV at the sports bar, but also I was living and dying with every Michael Van Buren Jr. pass, so I understood.
So we had Damashek down here being like, "Where's the Pirates game?" And now Mike's up in Pittsburgh being like, "Where's the Inter Miami game?" Funny.
Different accent.
Different places. Yeah.
Mike adopted the accent just for being in
Just
Pittsburgh.
for comedic purposes.
Hey, Yin's got Messi.
You just couldn't find a championship level, a game to get to the MLS Cup.
We were all at dinner, again, desperate for LSU's offense to do anything. It was somebody had it on their phone and we were following the game. The game was pretty well in hand, 10 minutes into it with Inter Miami.
Al Michaels is so fed up with just the general nature of sports media that he spit with acid on the Friday broadcast that A.J. Brown is surrounded by a cacophony of crap. A cacophony of crap.
That's great.
Meaningless talk. But we talk so much about Saquon and A.J. Brown. Why are we ignoring that they lose every time they lose their right tackle? Their record, they lose 2/3 of their games when he's out.
But I guess over the last few weeks, they've been strange. Their form has just been kind of all over the place, even when Lane Johnson's out there. But I hear you. If you keep on with this herky-jerky form and you don't have Lane Johnson probably deserves more credit than the other Lane in sports right now for someone pointing to it and being this guy's really great.
The reason I bring all of it up, okay, is because, look, you can have all the surprises you want in the NFL. You thought Detroit would be better this year. You're surprised the Bengals are still in it at 4-8. Everywhere you look, you can find an assortment of this is the wildest sort of football season of I'm not totally sure who's not flawed out there, where you can see just about everyone being beaten. But for Dallas to be in the position to chase down Philadelphia, because what we saw, I know a lot of people are shocked by Rams-Carolina result, but football sometimes happen. The Rams had a nice run. The thing that I saw over the course of the last week that was the most surprising thing to me is the Bears O-line gutting on the road Philadelphia. Gutting Philadelphia, a champion Philadelphia team that has championship defense. I didn't see a bigger surprise than that this weekend, and I'm understanding what I'm saying, that Carolina was a 10-point underdog at home.
Hey, at what point do we give Jerry Jones credit?
Right now.
Because I understand, and Micah Parsons has been fantastic for Green Bay, but the George Pickens trade was unbelievable. He added Clowney, who's made a difference, and they look different with Quinnen Williams. Jerry Jones doing a pretty good job with the personnel.
They could totally win the division.
They fixed their defense is what they did. That was through the first
half.
While
trading Micah is wild.
Yes, for the first half of the season, they were terrible at defense. Go look at those look at the numbers. Their defense was on a pace to be truly terrible.
Same as the Dolphins, all-time bad.
And Dallas now isn't quite good enough, though, because in the NFC, this is all crazy to say, right? The Bears atop the NFC, the Bears mauling Philadelphia to get to the top of the NFC, the Bears having a better record than the Rams when you were all questioning the Bears and they're 8-3 going into that game. For the Bears to be at the top of the NFC and for the 49ers to be at the bottom at 9-4, that's an insanity. What's happening over there in
You're talking playoffs.
I'm talking about the bottom of the playoffs. I'm talking about that 9-4 barely gets you in and knocks out Dallas in its current form and the Lions in the current form because the conference is too good. The conference is too good because no one should understand how the 49ers are 9-4.
Well, Cowboys at Lions, like we said, on Thursday. And then after the result of that, Zaz, the Cowboys have Minnesota at home after that.
W.
They'll get the Chargers at home after that. At the Commanders.
W.
And then they finish the year at the New York Football Giants.
That's a 10-win
That's four
team.
W's. That's 4 W's.
5-1, and
you see them beating. So you see them beating Detroit on Thursday. In Detroit.
Oh, you didn't give me Detroit.
Detroit was where we started.
No, L there. L.
Okay, but anyways,
Gets
big game or not a big game? So big game.
Cowboys
or
and Lions?
Cowboys, Lions.
I
big
just
game or-
told you I think the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. The Lions are fighting for their playoff lives. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff. That's a big game. That's a big game.
Ooh.
Not going to front. That's a big game.
For the bottom of the conference playoffs, while 4-8 Bengals are still in it. You know what? We need to check in with the committee of things that are done to just because our show wants them.
ACC, letting them in?
No, just let's pick the best teams from the NFC and let's let the AFC sit it out this year. Let's just take them.
So no Joe Burrow.
Maybe Joe Burrow. We'll let him play in a few of the
Mahomes,
games.
we let in.
Mahomes, Josh Allen. But no Drake May or Bo Nix.
Just change.
I mean, it's already crumbling. We invoked 3 names.
Let's do an NFL committee.
It took the first 3 names.
Let's
2
all
of
take
them
our-
presently out for Dan to be like, okay, probably bad idea, but maybe 4 AFC teams.
I think the Dallas Cowboys are someone everyone would enjoy seeing
Why
in
don't
the
we
playoffs
just-
now in this form.
Why don't we just leave our hats at the door and make a 12-team playoff? 12 best 12 teams. I'll leave my hat at the door with you.
Is it best or most deserving?
Do we count head to head?
While we're cleaning stuff up, if you wanted to see what I would look like in that Speedo.
Well, didn't you?
I don't.
Didn't you want to do a beauty pageant? Didn't you want to do a beauty pageant where all the college football teams were allowed to stand in front of everybody
You guys
and
mocked
make
me.
their arguments?
You mocked me for saying the ACC commissioner should just come out and say it's Virginia, Miami. That's who's playing.
Man, I'm packing some heat.
I think when there's a tie, how many 2-loss teams in the ACC are there? 4?
And you're talking about your dick.
I'm not sure that's heat packing.
There's 4 2-loss teams. All right, they're in the final.
Let's see you, stud.
All the other ACC teams
That's heat, baby.
vote like a beauty pageant which 2 should deserve to go. No one's listening to me. It's fine.
Sorry, we were all looking at Daniel Craig's dick.
Yeah.
That is what was happening. And then imagining me in that, and then Mike Ryan threw it to
Why
me
did I
and
get the
say,
smallest
let's-
package?
Yeah, mine looks bigger than Chris's.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Can we zoom it? No, I'm kidding.
That's what we're doing?
It's the shadow. Yeah, you're right. That is the shadow.
It's the holiday season, and it is the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite, which means a lot of my favorite memories start the same way. I bring out a cornucopia of beautiful white Miller Lite cans, and I spread that holiday cheer. Ah, Miller Lite, holiday season. You crack open a Miller Lite, you look around, you look at your friends, you look at your family. You take that first sip, and you know you made the right call. Miller Lite just fits. It's taste that you know you can depend on. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. Almost festive in a way. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories at 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
Just pick Miami. What?
What is it, Joe Biden now doing? Hey, oh, come on. Against it. Come on. You know.
You all agree.
You may have noticed we're going to get to against the spread here in a moment. 5, 4, 3, 2,
and
1.
take.
Against the spread.
Here it comes.
Against the spread. Against the spread. Against the spread. Against the spread. Hey, give me that spread. Against the spread.
Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings.
Against the spread.
DraftKings. Give me that spread. The crown is yours.
Or that spread.
All right, the Jets are going into Buffalo against the Sabres as a 1.5 underdog.
Hey, come on, man.
The reason why is because Connor Hellebuck is still out. He's on IR with a knee injury. He had surgery a couple weeks ago, out 4 to 6 weeks. They have lost 4 of the last 5. So going to go with the Jets today at Buffalo.
Come on.
Against the spread.
Hey, give me that spread.
Hey, give me that spread. I'm going to go with an adjusted against the spread. I'm going to take the Ducks favored by -1.5. Right now, they're a dog in that game against the Blues. Sometimes goals hard to come by for the Blues. I believe the Ducks will be better, so why not take the extra juicy attempt here with the Anaheim Ducks, who are going to make the playoffs, by the way. Going to make the playoffs. Let's take them against those Spurs.
They are looking good, aren't they, Roy? They're offensively no longer challenged. I saw over the course of the weekend, I saw that Chris Myers and Schlereth got stuck, of course, with the Saints game. and the Saints versus the Dolphins. And Schlereth said of Tua, he said he has a challenge from a height standpoint, which is the most words you can use to say someone is short. That Tua has a challenge from a height standpoint. Did you feel bad listening to Chris Myers have to do Dolphins Saints, thinking that his career should be beyond this?
It was funny to me to watch all my Dolphin fans friends get angry at Schlereth for how much he was praising Julian Hill. Like the Dolphins, like third tight end. He's a good blocker for them.
He loved how much he was
He's
blocking.
a big part of their run. So and he's a guy that gets trolled a lot in the Dolphins chat.
Well, because he sucks.
Every other play, he's just like, I'll tell you, this Julian Hill, you don't have to put the ball in his hands. He does things.
Wait, who sucks? Schlereth?
Julian Hill. No, Schlereth's my dog. Julian Hill sucks.
Okay.
But Schlereth, I swear, he mentioned him like 7 times.
No, I remember. He was raving about him blocking.
When you consider how much has changed in professional football, I will just remind you that it was a year ago at about this time that Eberflus on national television with the Bears was making that screw up at the end of the Thanksgiving game that made us all know it was his last job in professional football and that Caleb Williams was on the cusp of being ruined. A year later, they're 9-3 and at the top the NFC. Because Ben Johnson is their quarterback. Juju is ready to go.
Coach.
I can hear his breathing behind us. Juju is ready to go. Juju, what do we have today? Why is there a video right now on my screen?
It's a photo.
A photo of a shirtless bear. Is that?
Good, better, bad. Never let it rest.
Okay. So I had not seen this. Hold on a second. Where's the audio on this? I have not seen this.
Oh no, we got to get that. We just have this. I wanted to show you shirtless Ben Johnson.
This Ben Johnson though, good coach, huh?
Abs.
Yeah, salute to Ben Johnson, by the way. He took his shirt off because in Chicago, the restaurant, the Wiener Circle, promised that if Ben Johnson takes off his shirt after a Bears win, free hot dogs for the whole city. Whoa. So my boy Ben Johnson just took one for the city right then. You feel me? Stand up, Ben Johnson. I see you, sir.
How cold? So this is not because it's cold Chicago. He just wanted to take his shirt off because we wanted to see his abs?
No, he took his shirt off so the whole city could get free hot dog, free glizzies for the city, man. Come on.
You know about them glizzies?
No, but I understand I understand what you were saying, Juju. I just didn't understand the nature of the bet. Why did they want him shirtless? Because it's cold?
Yeah, I guess they just big Ben Johnson fans, you know what I mean? They wanted to see my boy would take off his top. You did?
Yeah, if you're a fan of someone, you want them to take off their top. Everybody knows that.
Okay, put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. If you're a fan of someone, does everyone want them to take off their top? Do you have top 5 plays of the weekend, and are either Puka or Bowers going to make the list? Let's see what we've got here from Juju. OLI, or are we going straight to the top 5 plays from the weekend?
Yeah, I got an OLI, and these plays, without these plays happening, their team would have lost the game. So, yes, OLI, the Jaguars punter threatening to murder.
You think they would have lost to the Titans if not for the Jags punter threatening to murder Shelby?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He had that look in his eyes. And you know how they say on Little Giants, you got to look crazy, look the part, chew on some aspirin or something and slob out of your mouth. He did the job for them boys the other day.
Winning's an attitude, Dan.
Yes,
if you got
sir.
an attitude that you're going to kill someone, you're already one step up.
Yes, sir. Number 5, Christian Benford, scoop and score versus the Steelers.
Who are you, Zaz? I don't recognize.
Me.
Who is this person?
Not me.
But yeah, that's the problem also too. But mentioning the Bills have to get help from their defense to win these games, and they have to get the Josh Allen who finds the person in the back of the end zone with the push pass versus just a sporadic. So the Bills going to have this problem week to week. I wouldn't pencil the Bengals in as a win or a loss for the Bengals just yet, Zaz. I think the Bills are going to struggle against them as they have done because they might get T. Higgins back as well.
All right.
How do you feel, Juju, about the idea that your Bills yesterday, do you agree with my assessment that Aaron Rodgers looks like he's in a Survivor movie where he's being hunted by other humans?
Or in Home Alone.
Right, hell yeah. And that was on that exact play, too. He got banged up on that scoop and score, which was like, man, get my boy off the field, man. Then Mason Rudolph came in with that mustache and threw a pick instantly. I'm like, oh, man.
Oh,
yeah,
Steelers have to be so done with the Mason Rudolph experience. Like, how tired are they of him coming into games? Number 3.
Number 4, Nick Bonito tip deflection last night for the 2-point conversion.
Huge play.
huge play because, brother, McNichols was wide open in the flat, and that was going to be a game-sealing catch. So, yeah, great play.
That sport is so bullshit. That game, of course, is going to come down to the end. Of course. What sense does that make? Number 3.
Number 3, Bryce Young to Jalen Coker on 4th down and 3. Touchdown, baby, down the field. Man.
That's when I thought the Panthers season was over.
Right, bro. Either the Panthers are going to get embarrassed every week or they are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know what's going on with them. Who are they? I don't know. Number 2, the referees called a field goal good when it was a missed field goal.
Really?
In the
Yeah,
Texans
I saw
versus the Chiefs.
I saw that.
Texans versus Colts.
I wasn't sure if it was just like an angle thing. Like I
It
thought
has to be. They're
Nah.
they're underneath. I understand that's got to be an optical illusion for
Right.
that not to be a huge controversy. It's the second time I've seen it happen this season where it looks on television like the field goal has been missed, but both officials who are under the goalpost and have the best angle can tell you when it crosses or doesn't.
because it wasn't one of those ones that was like higher than the pole, right? So like that's why it had to be obvious. To
Wouldn't
them.
it be easier for the referees to tell if instead of being under the field goal post, they're sitting on top of the field goal
I
post?
love this.
Right?
Love it.
I like that.
Wouldn't that
I
be
like that,
easier?
too.
Like a conveyor
Yeah.
that
Elf
takes
on a
them
shelf.
up, an
No, just
elevator.
sitting on top.
An
Yeah, they're
elevator.
sitting on top of each post.
Yeah, like a jetpack.
Like a gargoyle.
Yeah, I like that.
Just swinging
I
their
saw
legs.
2. I got to take 2, by the way, within the list. Referees, liars. I'm going to just put that out there, bro.
What?
Most referees are liars.
What?
Ain't no way in hell. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Ain't no way in hell, bro. You going to tell me you were standing by the touchdown and you saw that this punt went out of bounds on the 43.5-yard line? Sir, you, sir, are a liar, and I'm going to call you out. Done.
Well, consider it
Consider
done.
yourself called
You've
out.
been called down, bro. Number 2.
Number 1, you feel me? Cavante Turpin, fumble recovery on George Pickens' fumble.
Huge.
Woo. Bruh, Cowboys. Thank you, Chris. The Cowboys would have lost that game if Patrick Mahomes got that ball back. So play if you want to. Yeah, it was looking good, but, man, great recovery from Cavante Turpin.
That's the difference between us saying that now Jerry Jones is a good general manager and us not saying that. Can you play the sound of Ben Johnson in the locker room taking his shirt off so that everyone can have wieners?
No idea what that speech means, but I love it.
I love that guy.
I can't imagine how excited Chicago is about this.
Your
football
better gets
team.
best, and your good gets better.
That,
Never let it rest.
That's a made guy right there.
You're supposed to chant. When I say it, guys, you're supposed to like repeat what we'll work
I
on
don't know what you're saying.
it.
Zaz,
No, that's fine. We'll work on it.
Zaz, you
Free
a
hot
made
dog.
Do it
guy.
again. We'll follow.
Not doing
Zaz, you, sir, are a made guy in my book.
Thanks,
I
man.
think we should change the name right here to Nostradamus or Nostradamus, whatever the
Yes,
name is.
let's figure out how
Because
to
you
do that.
That didn't sound like
Right.
a compliment. Nostradamus?
It's my lingo. I gotta get it. It's on me. Players mess up. But yeah, bro, you came and you said I got Nico getting fired.
Yeah.
You didn't say I think he's getting fired. He may
No,
get
he said
fired.
he had it. He said
That
he had
day.
the story.
Yeah.
He
That
had the
day.
story
Right.
2 hours before the story broke. Did you have any Lane Kiffin thoughts? We spent a lot of time there, Dick. We can't get enough of that story.
Bruh, yeah, I agree with Nostradamus, but again, because, bruh, Lane Kiffin, bruh, what's wrong with America? We used to be a great country, no pun intended at all, but we sitting here caring about where Lane Kiffin go. Bruh, when did Lane Kiffin start mattering? Put Lane Kiffin national championships in the box. Put his college football appearances, playoff appearances in the box. Shake them up. I don't hear a damn
It's
thing,
stupid.
man.
And he's left 5 of the last 6 places in just total chaotic noise.
Yeah,
Like,
even when he left Alabama as a coordinator, Saban was like, I'm not letting you coach this conference title game. Burning mattresses, fired on a tarmac. The only time that people were like,
Say it,
hey,
Mike.
We know that you're good was Boca.
FAU.
We get your vibe. We know
Thank you
what
for
we
your
married.
service, sir.
Is Lane Kiffin the Jimmy Butler of college football? Wow. Where like the highs are so high, right? But ultimately the way that it ends is always in flames. In his case, like literally sometimes. And there actually aren't any championships yet to show for it.
Well, not just no championships, nothing close to a championship, not a finals appearance, not anything really other than having very low expectations and exceeding very low expectations.
Yeah. Although as a coordinator, he racks them up.
I mean, he's a good play caller. Nobody disputes it. I just can't
USC
believe the
and
value.
Alabama.
I can't believe the value of just play calling now, but maybe I'm wrong. Ben Johnson seems to be a very good play caller as well. And like I said, we're a year removed from Eberflus.
He has to live here.
Now, Sky Moore, I maintain, had the coolest name in football because he spells it with two Y's, and that is why
Big Y guy?
It's two Y's. I have not seen a Sky with two Y's. Juju, are you here to correct me?
Yes, sir, I am here to correct you, brother. Sky Moore is a cool name, but I thought of some brothers in the NFL with even cooler names than my boy Sky Moore. So I made a top 5 list, but I got OLIs, daddy. I got OLIs.
You got a lot of names better than Sky Moore with two Y's. All right.
Yes, sir, if you squint. And also that I can think of, audience.
Important note.
OLI number 1, come on, man. Puka Nakua.
It's a good name.
Hell yeah, man. OLI number 2, Chidobe Awuzie. It flows off the tongue.
Dan like Sky Moore.
It's two Y's.
Right. Also OLI, Sauce Gardner. Come on, man. If you ain't got no sauce, then you lost,
Got hurt
man. Come on.
yesterday.
Right. Colts. Time of death. Next week. OLI Jackson Dart.
It's got an X in it.
Come on, man. We just got used to it. It's very cool, man.
I thought you were going to go the other Jackson.
That's a cool name too, but it's 6'7".
Scary
Number
name.
5. Number 5, Rashid Shaheed. Come on, man, that's a powerful name, especially in the community. Rashid Shaheed. Come on, that's definitely a great name. Number 4, Diamador Lenore.
Because it rhymes.
But he's got two
Right.
Y's. There are two Y's in his name.
Number 3, Equanimous St. Brown. My brothers and sisters. I love it. Number 2, Kool-Aid McKinstry, man.
Sky Moore.
Are Kool-Aid and Sauce the real names or are they nicknames? Are they real names?
Come on, man. His mama called him Kool-Aid. I'ma call the boy Kool-Aid.
I'm not sure
man.
his mama called him Kool-Aid.
And number 1, the coolest name in the NFL right now, Divine Diablo.
Makes me mad.
Come
that
on,
he-
Thought you were going to Roy's top 10 it at the end.
No, he's got better names than I did. And I'm embarrassed that I had
Jeff Smith.
two Y's. So high. It's two Y's, though. Imagine if Jeff spelled it with 3 F's. Imagine if there were 4.
Why do you like it so much?
Or because it's 2 Y's.
Keep an eye out
Oh,
for
my God.
what James Franklin's doing at Virginia Tech, flipping all these Penn State guys, and he just secured the big commitment of Roseby Purgatory Labintus.
It's a great name. How do you spell his name? How big is he?
He's massive. He's 6'6", 340 pounds with the nickname Purgatory.
Because that's where people get stuck.
That's right.
Between heaven and hell.
Head to head.
Do we have some? What is his first name?
Roseby
Roseby. And how do we spell his last name?
Labintus.
Purgatory. I don't think you can use nicknames. Are Sauce and Kool-Aid their real names? They're not their real
Kool-Aid
names.
Nah,
is
it's not their real name.
But his first name is JaQuincy.
Right, JaQuincy with a G,
McKinstry.
too. With a G, JaQuincy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's Guck
Very
Quincy.
cool.
Let's go ahead and update the polls at Le Batard Show.
During the debate, I just put this up on the poll just to see how the crowd felt. Did Lane Kiffin do the right thing? 52% of the audience says no, he did not.
So wait a minute. You did your own poll?
I'm curious.
Right.
I like
Pulse
this.
of-
I wanna
Pulse of a
know.
sports fan.
Okay.
Yeah. I got my finger on the pulse of South Florida sports, Dano. Next poll. Does Aaron Rodgers look like someone in a Survivor movie towards the end of it where he's being hunted by other humans in the jungle? 96% of the audience says, yes, he does.
He had blood on his face yesterday, and he's out there playing with no use for his left hand. Like he's at the Ravages at the end of this jungle warfare. Other humans, Rutger Hauer is going to chase him down.
Who does Brock Bowers look more like? The greatest tight end ever or a 50-year-old plumber? 94% of the audience says a 50-year-old plumber.
You guys have to get me just a shot of Brock Bowers so that we could give that to the audio.
Why we got to do my man like that?
To the video audience. Just look at his face and you tell me if he looks like the young greatest Gronk you've ever seen. Because his hair is killing him. He's got to go bald here.
No.
Right. Does Brock Bowers look older than Terry Bradshaw? 72% of the audience says yes, he does.
Good chin.
Man, his hair kind of
Get some of the worst
Let's look
pictures.
at the positives.
No,
Let's
he does
bring
have
out the
but he
positives
does
in.
have a good chin in that one. Get me the photo that doesn't have the good chin because
What are we doing?
there are plenty of those.
And last poll, bigger game, Clue or Monopoly? Come on, man. Big game. 84% of the audience says Monopoly, and those are your polls.
Jeremy, you should be embarrassed by that. Also, add this for tomorrow because I failed to do this justice on Friday. In a fight, do you need to beware of the guy with the extra hairy shoulders? Because I think we all know this, and Andre Drummond being 7 feet tall and squaring up like a bare-knuckle fighter, that's bad enough. But once he's got the extra hairy shoulders...
He had the hairy shoulders?
Yes, I think that makes it all the worst. And I think I could say as a universal life principle, in a fight, you have to beware of the guy with extra hairy shoulders. Let's pick it up tomorrow there. Thank you, Juju. Appreciate the time.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Chin still looks good.
No.